Really saw the title. Wiz Khalifa and Juicy J pop that trunk. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like fire. I'm just gonna.
That was the first time.
Like
okay.
Let me just go get a little first time listen.
Hey, first time exclusive.
So when you're on YouTube, that's when you find random new songs. But I didn't want to like leave the pod and be like, okay, let me go find that, and I'll completely forget it even happened.
100%.
But yeah, that literally just came out right now. Damn. Let's play our song because I want to make sure we had some time for our shit before I forget.
Exactly.
Talk about it.
Let's talk. Yeah.
My New Year's resolution every single episode.
Not with the hype.
Hey.
Not with the hype.
So what's the weather saying down there? Is it like fucking crazy?
Nah, we good. We good today, bro. The snow's melted.
What do you mean we good though? But what do you mean? Is the sun really shining?
It's kind of there, you know? It's kind of there. No, the sun's out. Snow melted. Watch me say this, and then we get snow tomorrow. Like, this is exactly what's gonna happen. But hey, it's winter in Toronto, man. What do you want?
So what's the temperature gonna hit tonight? We going below zero?
Yeah, it's gonna be cold. Yeah.
Mandem. It's not with a hype thing. A war.
The world general speaking.
What's good? How you living?
Just chilling, and of course it's me.
Shop like Shaq. You waste you.
Wondering why my voice is a little raspy.
Yeah.
It's almost 10:30 a.m. for me. We're doing a little brunch pod, I guess you could say.
I guess so.
But how's your week been, man?
Bro. I got breaking news.
I put my cup down.
Yeah, I got breaking news.
Let me find the gunshots.
Go for it. Yeah.
Or air horns. I'm ready for whatever it is.
It's not even good. It's not even good.
Oh, shit.
So your boy was all excited, getting ready to jump on a plane. And
shit.
Omarion said,
I'll say Omarion. What did Omarion have to say about it? Maybach said no. That's the episode title already. First 1 minute. Maybach said no.
Yo,
sorry, what did Omicron say? The Transformer, right?
The Transformer grounded me, grounded my flight, grounded my trip, bro.
What?
They got locked off. I was supposed to be traveling. For those who don't know, I was supposed to be traveling on a work trip to Europe. And with this whole situation, the way it is, everything got shut down, bro. So conference canceled.
Who makes that call? Oh, the conference was canceled.
Yeah. So it came from the top level. And then all throughout the week, there's just been emails around travel restrictions and all this sort of stuff. And yeah, bro. So I'm home. I'm staying home.
Damn.
I'm not leaving. Oh, yeah. I'm not leaving.
I'm not fucking leaving.
Yeah. So that was a downer of the week. But then on the bright side, I booked the Friday off because I figured that was going to be the errand day. I was going to have to run around and do this. So wifey and I made it, date night on Thursday. That's a flex, by the way. We'll talk about that. But
date night is a flex. I love it. Okay.
That's the Thursday night. Forget the weekend. You go on a Thursday. You won't regret it.
Well, you know what? There you go. Flex. There you go. You got date night, Thursday night. It's a flex. Out to coronavirus. Making things happen for you.
Yeah. So we hit up the Christmas market in Distillery District. If you haven't done that yet.
Oh, yeah. Never in my life.
Yeah.
Never in my life. Tell me about it.
It's beautiful, man. It's packed. It was packed, but it's good. People are out there celebrating whatever, but they transformed the whole Distillery District. And for those of you who don't know about that in Toronto, it's this historic area that used to be where they used to distill all the liquor and stuff like that. And they've kept all those buildings intact, cobblestone. It looks like you're in Europe. And they put a huge Christmas tree, Christmas market, all throughout, different vendors selling all sorts of stuff. They have like a hot cider, beer garden, beer tent set up. So you could walk through and just feel like you're in the holidays, literally puts you in the holiday spirit. So we did that, and it was a vibe, man.
So are you a cold beer man or a hot toddy dude?
I'm a hot toddy dude.
Is that what you had, or is it like a spiked something?
Spiked cider. You get one of those spike cider, but the hot toddy came home and I was like, yeah, I gotta run that. I gotta make that. So it's that season, man. It's that time of the year right now. It's hot toddy season. You get out there, bundle up and just enjoy, So we turned what started off as a crappy week into a positive. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. It is getting cold. I did have to wear the fur yesterday.
Hold on. What? Hold on. What is cold? What is cold for you? What's LA saying?
Cold, like coldest that it gets has been like maybe 10 degrees at night, something like that.
Bruh.
8 maybe.
Bruh. You can still wear shorts.
But still getting like, no, be crazy. But like we're still getting like summer during the day for the most part.
Yeah. That's proper. So what'd you guys get up to this week, man?
It was a crazy packed week. What did we start off? What did we do on Monday? I feel like we did something Monday. You're like, you looking at me? No. Okay. So we started with Toby.
Yes, that was this week. Yeah.
The Toby concert was on the Saturday.
You're right.
That was crazy. Toby Nwigwe, if you guys don't know. And that guy, it was the Monumental Tour. Okay. It's all about the color mint. This man, you saw his music videos, right? How he's got those dancers and whatever.
Yeah.
They're popping in and popping out of his set.
Oh, for real?
Guys performing on stage, obviously with his wife Fat. It was crazy. And then at the end, like he had his kids and stuff on stage. Like it was like a whole family affair.
I love that.
Coco was saying like Fat looked tired at the end. I told her that like I felt like we were at their house and they're like, okay, guys, it's time to go. That's what it felt like at the very end. But it was it was an amazing show.
Nice.
Yeah, I like it. It felt very wholesome. But it was a rap show. D Smoke came out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, D Smoke came out and performed a song with him. Then he ended up bringing out his wife, who's a violinist.
What?
And she was just going off on the stage. It was a family affair, man. It was
actually pretty sick. That sounds pretty sick.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we did that. We went to I don't know. We went to Baby Keem.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. 2 nights ago.
Okay. And were we right? Were there special guests?
No, I was so mad. But we felt like he was kind of like stalling and trying to buy time to see maybe if a certain somebody wanted to come out or was on their way or not or something like that, because he performed the song at the very end with Kendrick and we're like, okay, it's his cousin. It's the second show in LA, or his last show in LA that he has. And we just figured that it would make sense. Kendrick's gearing up for Super Bowl. Yeah. So maybe he needs to work out some reps.
Yeah.
No, he didn't show up. But it was still like it was a really crazy concert. Like people are all about like moshing and all of that. And in my matured age, I was not in the middle of it.
I was just gonna say, were you like front row getting the sweat and getting all the stuff on you?
So the venue was very similar to the Opera House.
Okay.
So we were like on the far right, and if you're on the far right here, there's like it's a little elevated and there's like a bar rail, so it separated me from the madness. There's also no way
the Raiders.
Yeah, exactly. There's no way that Coco's heels are surviving a mosh pit either.
She might have to dash them in someone's face.
Exactly. So we were over there, but like it was amazing because you saw like on my story how close I was. It was like I got close without having to feel like I was gonna die. I had like my space,
and that's the best feeling, bro. Like those are the best. We talked about concert venues last time, but like those are the best concert venues or concert experiences. I think when you're close enough, but you don't have to be right up front.
Yeah, like it was very painless, like especially like when we were leaving. I was so surprised that by the time we were getting ready to leave, I called the lift on the inside, walked into the car, and I was gone. That was it. 10 minutes home.
What? Yo, isn't that so crazy now? How like we're literally like just figuring out the mapping our way back home. Like, how's it going to take? How much time is it going to take to get in? How fast? How efficient can I get in and out of where I got to be?
I'm fully planning sometimes like what it's gonna feel like and look like when it's time to be home. Like, do I get time to eat something? Because I feel like I might be a little hungry. Like, how much is this Uber? How long am I gonna be in that car?
Exactly. Or if you drive out, you're like, okay, if I strategically park here, this is closer to the exit, closer to like the highway, whatever it is. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's my vibe.
So we did that. We also went to, but right before the Baby King concert,
Yeah.
you know how Malik, shout out to Malik, he's been working on some stuff with the Venice Ball guys.
Yes.
So we went to like some Christmas pop-up toy drive event where there was also like a tournament. They had an open bar, they had DJ, they had like different vendors that was giving out. They got some like vapes and shit.
Okay.
It was an amazing event. The hoop bus was there, so we got like Coco and I we got to walk. Coco and Coco's cousin that was with us, we all got to walk on the hoop bus.
Okay,
check it out. It was really cool. Got to meet the guys. Yeah, it's really like it was really cool. So
that's proper.
Yeah, I might show up on Sunday and play some ball at Venice Beach. And
Venice Beach, okay.
Yeah. I heard K Showtime's supposed to be out there. So
I mean, hey, why not, man? Play them 1-on-1. No, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself.
Talks too much shit. I'm not inspired enough to play against somebody that talks that much shit. You'll be like, yo, D up, and I'll be like, why?
Why?
I just want to shoot threes. Can I be on your team?
Oh man, yo, honestly though, like. I feel like that's one of those places, if you go to Venice Beach, if you go out to like just that end, you have to touch that court.
Yeah.
You just have to.
Especially if you haven't before. Like if I have
Right.
never done that to this day, like that would be crazy.
That's on my bucket list because every time I've gone, I've never been in that part of Cali, right? I'm always in the burbs. So I'm like, yo, next time I'm going down there, like I just need to be a part of that scene. It looks, you always see it on the gram, you see it in movies, you see it in TV shows. I'm like, yo, I need to be a part of that.
Yeah, it's a trip, man.
I'm not playing on the court. I just want to touch it. I just want to go.
You just want to touch the court.
I just want to touch the court. Let's not get it twisted, bro.
I'll bring you some gravel. I'll bring you some gravel. So yeah, that was really cool. I mean, it's been a packed week, and
no, definitely.
Yeah, it's been fun. But I think we want to let's start with the heavier stuff.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and like we lost another great
legend.
You had the pleasure of working with him directly.
Yeah. Directly, indirectly.
But Virgil Abloh passed away. We all didn't know he had cancer, but he was battling that. And he was 41?
Yeah, it's a young dude, man.
Super young, super accomplished, super inspirational. And like he passed, and I didn't know, like I knew he did some album artworks. I didn't know he did as many, especially some of these iconic ones, like the 2 Chainz one, based on a true story.
I didn't know he did that one.
Yeah, he did that one.
Yeah.
Of course, Off-White. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It's crazy. What was your initial reaction to that, to hearing that news?
I didn't believe it at first, to be honest with you. I really didn't believe it. I thought it was one of those stupid like internet rumors or whatever, right? I'm like, what the hell, man? Like, where did this come from? Because I felt like, not that he was just in the news, but I felt like we had seen him recently. Like, it just felt like he's always present. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it kind of threw me off. And then my mind, once I found out it was true, immediate was like, damn, this is kind of like Chadwick, you know, where he's going through this. Not a lot of people knew, if anyone knew, and he's still out there grinding, putting out the art, putting out his work, you know, making sure that he's visible in the community and uplifting others and everything like that Abloh's been doing. And I'm just like, damn, like the parallels are surreal. So immediately just started like reflecting on, you know, how badly I wanted some Off-White gear and just like what it meant when Off-White was really starting to pop. And just like, even before that, like, and after that, you just think about what he means to a culture and to see a Black man in that space, like, I was just like, it was sad, but also at the same time, I felt like, okay, he left a mark. Like, this is someone who really left a legacy that's going to live on. So yeah, man, devastating news though, for sure.
It was great to see how he was celebrated. Like I learned so much about him, and just from what I've seen, what people were saying about him and the impact he had and the conversations that were had and how he was like, what his mindset always was.
Yeah.
So, and I usually find that more inspirational than like the actual art itself sometimes.
For sure.
But like the amount of work that he did and the type of work that he did, the brands that he was aligned with at 41 is unfathomable. Like I can't even imagine what his trajectory would have been. A 65-year-old Virgil.
You know what I mean?
That sounds insane.
You know what I mean? Like he was the head of Louis Vuitton men's line. Like that's insane, bro. That doesn't happen for a guy who's coming from, you know, where he's come from. And I think about like how my company that I work for, like how we collabed with him, and that was insane. Like I'm seeing people camping outside our stores for like pieces of furniture that he helped design. I'm like, this is insane. Like I've never furniture, like and rugs and stuff, like home accessories. I'm like, people are sleeping outside for like a day waiting for this stuff to drop, and you could not get it. I worked there and I couldn't get anything. So I'm like, to have that type of impact around the world is next level.
Yeah. Let me play this clip that he had. I think it like this is one of the first things that I listened to, and I was like, oh, this guy was thinking. I mean, I'm not surprised just based off of how I heard Kanye speak of him in that interview on Drink Champs. Like, I'm not surprised that this is his mindset.
Yeah.
Young people, I know it's hard. It's lofty goal to be like, don't believe in, abolish the stereotype, and don't believe in the box that they put you in. But life is so short that you can't waste even a day subscribing to what someone thinks you can do versus knowing what you can do. And that's like the switch. It's like the switch in your head is if you can get to a place where you can act on that in the next hour after we're done speaking, I guarantee you it's a domino effect. Everything just starts like, sort of like, you know, obliterating itself away. And I think that young people, I know it's hard, it's lofty goal. The way to sort of communicate an idea, there's this philosopher called Kierkegaard that talks about the most effective way for me to transmit an idea from my brain to your brain is not to tell you what to do, just to rearrange the furniture in your head so that you arrive at the same conclusion. So to a parent that's like, hey, I want you to be an engineer, and you're like, oh, I want to be a fine painter. My logic is always like absorb the information and then re-deliver it in a way that makes them sort of understand, but also that you're still going to go your own path. The way, if I put this candle in an all-white gallery space, it looks like a piece of art. If I put it on like in a garage, it looks like a piece of trash. You know, like someone would throw it away. It's dented. And I think I often use this analogy in design. I could either design the candle and spend a lot of time like telling you about the candle, or I could just design the room that it sits in. And I would say that to an educator, as we break off the shackles of traditional education and the flaws that have been baked into that over time, it's not just the student, but also the classroom and the ambiance of where that classroom sits and how it operates and what it reflects of the outside world. Is that, of course, the student is this, but the room around it, is that influenced by the way it's been done? Can it be changed?
Jeez.
There's a lot of gems. I encourage people to rewind and play that back. Go and find some other clips. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, I love that. Like, I've heard him speak about how he, you know, like he said about the candle, right? How he wants to design, like what his thought process is when he's designing. For example, I go back to what he did with IKEA when he's designing that furniture. It's not about and even with the off-white, he used the term ironic. He wanted to make things ironic. For me, it's like, I get it now, listening to that clip. It's about designing the space around it, right? Not just the object is cool, but when you're thinking about totality, what this space ultimately looks like, that changes your whole perspective on how you interpret the art itself, how you interpret that object completely changes from what we're used to. So he was definitely a man who was, I think, ahead of his time, a revolutionary, and just, yeah, man, a great loss for everyone who knew him and those who were touched by his work.
Yeah, I agree. I also like started thinking more so about like this, when he said all of this stuff, I was thinking about like the sneakers and like Off-White's brand, where it was, you'd label things basically in quotation marks. And I like, when I first saw that, I'm like, and they're selling that for what?
Yeah.
And this like kind of helps me understand that logic a whole lot more. Like, yeah, the room in that scenario would be like the Jordan 1s.
Exactly.
And the can is the air.
Yeah.
Quotes,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Legit. And also thinking too about like the classroom analogy, right? Like, yeah, we can't keep doing the same cookie cutter approach to education or to whatever it is that's happening in society. Like, we've got to adapt. People don't, always learn the same way. Like, don't just put a kid in front of a chalkboard and say, yeah, you're going to learn this way. Like, let the kid show you how they best learn. Put them in the environment where they're going to succeed the most, right? And I really like that outside the box thinking, man.
Yeah, exactly. And it, I think I want to like do a little bit more of a deep dive on like some of his speeches and interviews and whatnot, because I'm just like I've seen like Sean King. He was sharing like conversations that he had with Virgil, where he's like, he was truly passionate about giving to the next generation, helping that next young Black child be like, think that they can achieve what he's doing, and uplifting them so that he can look to his left and his right and his peers look like him.
Exactly. It's huge.
There's not a lot of people that are like that behind closed doors. There's not a lot of people that like are like this at this stage in their career. Like he's very young. Yeah. Like so young. Like, so to me, for him to already be thinking about the next, just says something about his impact that he's going to have on this world from like for a very long time.
100%.
Like he's going to be studied.
Oh yeah.
There will be Virgil Abloh classes in the university.
100%.
Like design schools and shit.
100%. Yeah, man. So RIP to that man. And yeah, man, he gave us some great works of art and design. And yeah, he'll, like I said, his legacy will continue to live on, man.
Exactly. Also, so let's get to some other news-ish that kind of like is a little bittersweet, because I don't know if you remember from years ago, this young man, Black man named by the name of Jamal, received a text from a grandmother who's not his, white grandmother.
Right.
And it ended up being like this exchange where it was wrong number, but he joked, it was like, but am I still down to come for the meal? And she's like, yeah, pull up. And then they took a picture and he pulled up, and it's been like,
I think they do that every year, right?
It's been 5 or 6 years that they've been doing this Thanksgiving Day tradition. I know, like, I feel like every Thanksgiving I look forward to seeing their picture together. Her husband had passed away, I think last year or the year prior.
Right.
And it's now, him and his girlfriend and the grandma, and it's just this feel good story every year on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
So I've learned recently this week also that Netflix is planning to make a movie on them.
Say word.
Yeah, Netflix is making. So they're going to make a movie on them. That I don't have much on it.
Yeah.
I just know that where's the quote that they said? They said that from Wanda and Jamal, they said, "We are excited to share our story with the world. We hope it inspires more people to reach out and make connections that they wouldn't ordinarily make. We are so blessed to find a genuine friendship brought together by God from a mistaken text message." So the movie working title is called The Thanksgiving Text.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. What do you think about the movie? Like, do you think it's going to be a comedy? Do you think it's going to be something a little bit more that's going to pull on the heartstrings?
I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be like one of those more emotional type of films. But of course, I think they'll add in some humor. But I think it's I don't know. I'm getting like This Is Us kind of vibe. Where like you're going to be there. You might have a box of Kleenex with you, and you might need to take one of those and just wipe a tear. But I think it's going to be like good. I could see the story like going pretty well. I mean, they'll obviously have to embellish and develop it, but I could see this being something that inspires a lot of people. And you watch and you're like, you know what? I need something happy right now. The world's been dark. The world's been heavy. Give me something light. And I think it could do the job, man. What do you think?
I'm just looking at who they have on it. The writer, Abdul Williams, did Lottery Ticket, Salt and Pepper, Bobby Brown Story, New Edition Story. So it sounds like, I'm assuming that this is going to be like realism. Like, yeah, there might be jokes and whatever, but it's going to be like, these people are so different, and they're going to play on the differences. They're going to give you the backstory about Jamal and the shit he's been up to, and the shit that Wanda's been up to that it has nothing to do with what Jamal's been up to, and mash those worlds together. I think I before you said that it was gonna be more of a This Is Us vibe, I was thinking it would have been like, I don't know, like Melissa McCarthy invites Kevin Hart to
I was
Thanksgiving by accident.
I was just about to say that. Melissa McCarthy, and I didn't think Kevin Hart. I thought like someone like Lil Rel.
Lil Rel, I can see that.
Yeah. Someone like that, but definitely Melissa McCarthy. Like either her or I thought like Sandra Bullock, but to play Wanda, because I think Wanda's a little bit more Melissa McCarthy looking. I could see that. She could pull that off.
Or do they, on the dramatic side, do we get like a Lakeith Stanfield and like fucking Glenn Close?
No. Bro, I just watched The Harder They Fall last night.
Oh, how was it?
It's good, but I can't do Stanfield.
You don't like him?
I can, but like, it's a lot of, it's really not over the top, but he's really, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like deep, for lack of a better term. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know, man.
He gets too deep.
He gets too deep, man.
In what sense? Like his dialogue?
His dialogue is very philosophical, and I don't think
all the time.
You don't need that for
always is.
Yeah, you don't need that.
I'm still gonna watch it, but it's
still gonna be good.
Still, no, Harder They Fall. I'm asking about.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, Harder They.
Cool. Just making sure it's still worth watching. Yeah.
No, it's long, but it's good. It's good. But yeah, going back to this one, I think it'd be cool too. Like when you talked about the description of who's behind it, I'm almost picturing it like Crash, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. But you know how they showed it, and it was basically all these different perspectives, and you're like, how are they going to intertwine, right? But I love that because the lives are very different.
Here's they have like a little synopsis type thing what the movie is going to be about and based on. So the film is based on the true story that went viral of Jamal Hinton and Wanda Dench, two strangers who met after Wanda accidentally texted Jamal instead of her grandson, inviting him to Thanksgiving dinner. When Jamal, a senior in high school, accepted the invitation anyway, a deep friendship was formed between Wanda and Jamal, despite their very different backgrounds. Like I said, they're going to play on that difference.
Oh, yeah.
Spending each Thanksgiving together since 2016, the heartfelt story of Jamal and Wanda's unlikely friendship has made people smile around the world. So, yeah, I think it's going to be very heartwarming.
Yeah. I'm glad it's Netflix and not like Hallmark. Lifetime. Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh man. No, that's good. And they found the right lane too. Like this isn't, it doesn't need to be like a theatrical release. You're good with the streaming platform. Like you're good with Netflix. Yeah.
Speaking of white and black relations,
let's go.
That was one that, set us ahead. Now I'm going to share one that brings us right back to where we were.
All right.
Here's Raven Simone.
Oh boy.
And her girlfriend. Her girlfriend is white. She has braids, and she decided to share this video with the world. I don't know why. Here you go.
We, however, already had our lunch, and that's just how it. See, babes, they like your hair. We were like, well, actually, her sister was like, people are going to say you're cultural appropriation. I'm like, she married a black girl. Calm down.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Another coon. I got to do a coon analysis and a coon screen.
Sorry, that was Dr. Umar Johnson. Sorry, don't mind him. So to clarify, Patrick, if I'm a black person and my white significant other decides to have cornrows or dreads or whatever,
right,
is the appropriate excuse, well, he's allowed to because they married me, a black. So
what did you say? A black
man, woman. I'm just saying. I'm just trying to generalize, and I didn't want to say gender.
But you just,
I'm just like, I don't know, a black person.
Black.
Okay. Yes.
The blacks. Yeah. No, I don't think that's the appropriate response.
Why not?
I should have. That's like saying, yeah, I've got black friends. I've got gay friends. Like that's not the appropriate response. Like, no.
Are you surprised about Raven feeling this way? Like, would this be a shock? Because I don't know much about Raven other than her visions back in the day.
Yeah, I don't know much about. Yeah, I've kind of fallen off of the Raven train from That's So Raven days, but I feel like I would have expected more from her. But maybe I'm projecting. Maybe I'm thinking too deeply about it.
You don't. You expect less.
I expect just that.
Oh, she says shit like this all the time, or what?
She was known for saying coonish things when she was on several of these talk shows that she was on. She's that cool.
Yeah. True.
Did she say she's that coon?
Yeah.
Who's that coon? La 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 la.
That is not going to be the title of this.
That's so coon.
That's so cool.
That's so coon. No, we're not calling it that. But
not that one.
No. But yeah, that's kind of wild, bro. Like just because you married someone of a different race doesn't mean you get to automatically, dress like that culture, or whatever. Like, nah, man. Nah.
Yeah.
Especially the hair, especially the braids or cornrows. Don't do that. Come on.
Have we ever discovered why like the white blonde women would go to Jamaica and get their hair braided on the beach for like $50 and then like come home and
with
rock
the beads?
that shit? Or, I just don't like, I don't know if that was ever considered sexy. I don't know if I'm missing something.
No, I don't think so. It also made me think too, like if I go to, I don't know, pick a place, like would you want to, what could we do to our physical appearance that we're like, you know what, they do this in this culture, so I'm going to blend in and do this too. Like, I just don't know. There's no equivalent, right? Like, it's just weird to me. Like, we would never think to do that. I'm trying to think. I don't know.
It's like you just, they don't really have culture. I was about to say, like, I don't know. It's like,
They go get their hair braided on the beach for $20 and get beads in them.
Exactly. There's nothing for us to take. They have nothing.
That's it. It's like, yo, you can admire it. If you like the style, you can admire the style. That's cool. But like, you ain't got to go down there and all you come back with the same little strands of braids and the beads. Like, nah, it's good.
Strands.
They are strands. And like their hair is so straight, so that it still sticks up in the braid. I'm like, what are you doing? Ooh.
Yeah.
Like, that's so
man.
crazy.
Yo, it looks like Angelica from Rugrats. Was she the one
Yes.
with yeah, that was her, right?
I think so. Yeah. It's like if I stayed at Ashton Kutcher's house and I just stopped showering.
Hey, when in Rome, I guess. Maybe
I come
that's
back
it.
and I'm just like not showering. Like, yo, what's wrong with Shaq? He's like, oh, he just came back from Ashton Kutcher's. He's not going to shower for the next couple of weeks.
So you start getting those lines like in the comic books when something smells. You start just automatically
on the podcast. That's just like my virtual background.
That's it.
Lines. That's stupid.
Oh man, yeah, no, they got to stop that.
I forgot to talk about the Bone Thugs and 3-6 verses that happened down the street in LA at the same time that Baby Keem was happening.
Yo, you know what's hilarious is like I feel like no one remembered this versus was happening.
I didn't know it was happening, and like the night, so I met this dude, and he was basically saying, "Yeah, I'm going to the 3-6 and Bone Thugs show tomorrow." And I was like, "Bone Thugs and 3-6? That sounds ridiculous." I didn't know it was a versus. I forgot. So I'm like, "You sure it's not Mafia 3-6? You sure it's not like a couple of the members?" No, he said it's this and that. So I was like, "Oh shit." Did you watch this one? Because I know you're the versus king. You got season tickets.
This is I sold my my pair for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was date night, so I was not gonna spend my date night.
Man, you take date night serious, and I love it. You're like, man, it was date night. It sounds like it's like, you know, the same way that like, you know, dudes say like, yo, it was Sunday night football. What the fuck else was I supposed to do?
Exactly, right? But nah, so I did not watch this. I got a text the Friday morning from my sister, like just LOLing at the fight. I'm like, what fight? So she sent me the footage. I was like, yo, what are these guys doing, bro?
So Busy Bone was hot for some reason, and if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong, he started it like he was talking shit and then threw a water bottle and then was walking over. It was mostly Busy Bone's fault.
It was mostly Busy Bone. Like, come on, man.
But like what I loved was the shit that Gangsta Boo was saying on the mic. Gangsta Boo was like going in. Well, let me play this clip and I'm gonna let you guys listen for yourself, and then I'll drop in a little bit.
I want to apologize to both sides.
Oh, this is after the apology.
I'm not trying to it up. Pardon me. Let's keep the party.
Bone's crazy. So sorry. So she said stuff like she was saying stuff like he's off for his meds.
Oh wow.
She was saying
Sassy Bone.
called him Sassy Bone. She said, what was the other thing?
Sassy Bone.
Oh, she said Gangsta Boo was screaming Busy Bone ruined y'all career.
Yeah. I heard that part. I caught that one.
Here it is.
Busy Bone, I hate him.
Busy Bone.
Why y'all do this?
I hate the Shade Room because what's the point of posting any of these videos if you're gonna bleep them out?
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, she Busy Bone whipped a water bottle. Like I don't know why he was so hot like that.
I don't know. Was someone talking about him or I can't?
It doesn't matter. Gucci and Jeezy did this.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
This, then you can do this too. There's nothing that their beef could not have been worse than that.
No. Even what do we have? Dipset and the Locks. Like they didn't even.
Dipset and the Locks. They were getting each other's face, but like that was like part of it. I feel
exactly.
Like I said that on the pod at the time. I was like, I feel like they talked to each other before. Yeah. They're like, listen, it's gonna get mad disrespectful. Yeah, but it's a show.
It's a show.
Put it on a show.
This was not a show. I mean, this was a show, but this was not intentional. Like this was got heated for no reason at all. And these men are old, bro.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? I swear they're like pushing 50, no?
Oh, what did you see what Swiss Beat said? What did he say?
He's talking shit. Artists be acting all the way out, talking about I'm not going on stage until my favorite cup is in my room. Ain't did a show in 23 summers and want to charge just like they sold out stadium prices. Talking about yesterday's price is not today's price. It's not getting closer. For now, you got to go on a Triller to find it because the artists are asking for metaverse numbers. So we can't afford Instagram. Coming on stage after getting paid 10 shows and 1 verses just to get on stage drunk as fuck and late. I'm just saying, okay, let me watch the show now. Talking about we not going on stage until my homie called from Rikers to do the prayer. New rule, if you don't start on time, you don't get paid on time. Versus is not free. They charge us 5 times if they do non-Black shows.
Damn.
I mean,
you could say what you want to say, but I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Yep.
It seemed like he was a problem from jump.
Yep. Damn.
I'm happy he said something.
Yeah. So
yeah.
We going back to the aunties and uncles versus you about to get some like more Isley brothers and everything, man. Because these guys are getting reckless, bro. Like they're about to fumble a bag for a bunch of artists now, man.
Is there any like big ones coming up? Like
I have no idea. I'll be honest with you. I kind of stopped because I feel like
you're outside now.
Like that. Plus, I feel like, bro, the verses kind of ran its course. Like it served the purpose that we needed during the time, the height of the pandemic. Everyone was locked down, but I think we're good now, man.
I think Versus lives as a live show, period. Yeah, you can have the option to live stream it because everything has that option, but it's not the same. It's not the same. It's like if they had a Toronto Versus where it was like Drake versus Tory Lanez and they performed at the Rogers Center or something like that. Yeah. I'll go to that show. That sounds amazing.
Right.
Am I going to watch that in my living room? Probably not.
Right. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like we're at that point now. You know what I mean? Especially with live shows happening and stuff like that. Everyone's
like on a Thursday night. It's date night. Why am I going to watch Versus?
That's it. You know what I mean? It's not like it was before when we had nothing else to do. You had nowhere to go. This was your entertainment. Like it was good. It served its purpose. Maybe if you get some like big stars again, cool. You'll do numbers like that. But we outside, man. Like just like you said, let it live on as a concert series. Maybe you take that on the road, but yeah, I think we're
maybe they're still doing the numbers though. That's the thing because I haven't watched Versus at all, and their numbers are probably still strong enough to still be functioning like this. So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe Maybach will make this thing stick around a little longer if he allows it. You know,
I feel like did he do one?
Oh, Marriott? Yeah, he did the Verses, and that was where he had that viral dance or something. Was that what it was?
Was it Versus?
That was a red
no,
carpet
no,
thing.
no. That was red carpet.
That was a red carpet thing. Yeah.
Yeah. That's never happening again. Like B2K's
that dance, like just traveled so many different places. Like they plopped him into different scenes. So I was like, I don't know. That could have been a versus. That could have been anything.
I love it.
So here's a good fun hypothetical question.
Yes, sir.
We were just talking about, like, back then the Omarion times and whatever.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes was also writing things around then too.
Ooh, my guy.
He had the song "Touch It."
Yes.
The remix for everybody. You all remember it.
Turn it up.
Hey, yo, Swizzy, I told you
Lizzie was there
I was
too.
coming back to bust it.
The beat was crazy.
Okay.
Y'all remember it?
Remix.
Let's go.
Part 2. See, now you know who the guard be. When in the city and you know who the squad be. Flip mode. Look, see, ain't nothing changed. No, I'm back with the remix with the queens of the game.
So
no desk was safe. Everything with no desk or wall. Everything's getting beat down, bro.
So that being said, like, we had what? Mary J. Blige, Papoose, Lloyd Banks,
Missy Elliott was on one.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
I don't know. There were so many.
I feel like there was like an all-female remix, wasn't there?
There was because there was one that wasn't the music video. So
yeah. Damn.
So if we did one today, let's say Busta Rhymes said, "Let me just still do my own verse." Yeah. Hook stays, beat stays.
Okay,
it's me plus the new school. Who's on that?
Oh, you said new. You said new school.
Not like new school, as in like Nardo Wick, but I mean like people who are active today.
Okay. So I can take 20 like artists from the 2010s.
You can put Drake on there if you want.
No, but it wasn't Drake. But yeah. Oh, because there's a person I'm thinking of who was out back then who was not on a remix. I don't think.
Okay.
Wheezy. Like we take prime Wheezy.
Him on Touch It would have been crazy. Period.
That's what I was thinking of. So that's one for me.
Mm.
I got a couple more. Who are you thinking?
Cardi B.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay.
Especially if we're gonna still shout out some boroughs.
Mm-hmm. No, New York got to be in there. New York got to be in there.
You have Cardi B. If we're gonna do like New York, a couple New York people, because I think you got to prioritize New York here.
Yeah.
So you get Cardi B. Fabio Foreign.
Yeah, I was about to
you got to put Fabio Foreign on there.
He'd snap on there.
I would love to hear his flow on this.
He'd snap. There's a couple of guys that like I'd want to put, but I don't think their flow would fit.
Who do you got?
Like I don't think a Davies would fit. I don't think like a.
You think so, Davies? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. See, the thing is, Davies does like his whole like he has his brand where he does his East mix where he just hops on the beat, and a lot of times it's from like the mid '90s, early 2000s. So I can kind of see it, but I don't think I would throw him on this track. I don't know.
New York's tough. I think Fabio for sure. I think Cardi for sure.
One more New York. I think one more New York got to be there.
Man. You know New York rap better than I do, yo.
Well, all mine are like drill rappers. I don't think that.
I don't think drill.
I don't think we need all these drill rappers.
On. I was thinking the other coast though. If we take it to where you at right now, I would love to see a Kendrick on there.
Ooh, Kendrick will go crazy spazzing on it. His switch up of the voice.
Yeah.
Turn it up, and Kendrick would just go.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would love to see Kendrick on there. Like new.
21 Savage.
Okay.
No. He's like his flow on the turn up might be one note. I don't know.
That's the thing where I'm like,
but he might come. Sometimes he likes to whisper, so he might come and just whisper and then do his regular voice.
Because someone did a whisper on there. No, there is a part where it's like the get low. It's like,
maybe. Yeah, it was Busta probably.
Yeah.
Because I saw on this post that I got this idea from, they have Lil Baby, Cardi B, Moneybag Yo. I think it's the City Girls.
No,
Drake.
No.
And somebody else. I don't think City Girls go on that.
I don't think City Girls and like I love
Moneybag
Drake.
Yo could go. Moneybag Yo could go on there.
Yeah. I don't think Drake
would be weird on that.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna have to switch up the tempo. Like I don't know.
Lil Baby, yes.
Lil Baby for sure.
The Baby, if he can calm down. We're done him. We're done. We're over him. Sorry. He's got the eyes. Yeah, he's like, no.
What about Meg? I'm trying to think of some female rappers. What about
Meg? Yes, Meg.
Yeah. Lotto? I don't know if Lotto. Nah.
No, please no. Megan Cardi, yeah.
Megan Cardi, yeah.
I think, Megan Cardi.
You said
Fivio and who else we got? Kendrick. That's the song. That's the song. Meg Cardi, Fivio, Kendrick.
Let's go.
Busta Rhymes. Touch it.
Yo, send the files. Let's go. Let's make this happen, yo.
See, this is why I wish I was like, you know, like DJ Khaled just be thinking about people. Right? He got the budget and he's like, what if? And then he does. And then
he just does.
He got the budget and the relationships.
This is what we need. We need the budget and the relationships. You got the ideas. We just need the rest. Exactly. Someone fund us. We'll start a GoFundMe.
This is so stupid.
Yo, can you start? There needs to be like a relationship GoFundMe.
A relationship
GoFundMe. So like we need money, but we want connections. We don't necessarily always need the money. So how do you get those?
Is there an app called Connect the Dots?
Ooh,
you know,
connect me,
or the dot connector.
I think we said
or
too
connect
much.
me.
We said too much.
Sorry,
we said
we
too
be
much.
saying too much.
Yeah.
Speaking of not saying too much, but I think saying the right amount. I just thought it was a really funny combo and collab because apparently Deion Sanders invited Brittany Renner to speak with his football team about the dangers of flirty DMs. And if you don't know Brittany Renner's, well, first she's an adult film star, right?
I believe so.
I think so. Yeah. And her brand is get NBA players trapped is her brand. I don't know if that's real. Is she?
She's a porn star, right? IG model?
Like IG model stuff. She always says her ass out, but I don't know about adult films.
Well, let me Google and see what happens to my Google.
She might have been on like World Star Hip Hop.
Yeah, a baby
or something like that.
Recently, that's like I think he's in the NFL.
Bundles of Britney.
That's her website.
That's her IG. I can't tell. What does she do?
She could sell weaves.
She could sell weave bundles. They're stupid.
It was PJ Washington.
Yes,
who she was most recently linked to, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe
I don't
she's
know.
not.
I'm
sorry,
there.
Brittany, but you're out there.
But she's definitely out there.
Yes.
Socialite.
Sure.
Yeah.
So she, so she's speaking, and I said that this is her brand. Her brand is trapping NBA players. And I say brand because I'm not sure if that's true about her and PJ Washington, because he came out, cleared the air or whatever. But that's what, if you ask somebody on the street that kind of knows who she is, that's what they think.
It's like if you think about it this way, you think about back in the day, you used to have, the rappers talk about it, the athletes talk about it, the girls that go to All-Star Weekend just to trap a baller, just to get with the baller. She's one of them. That's
she's
her
a
lane.
Professional. Yes.
Yeah.
So she's speaking on the other side. She's encouraging people encouraging the youth to make smarter decisions and to be trapped.
Yep.
Here's a clip of her speech. First off, they're very excited. They're very excited.
Teenage girls.
She just took a bow. That's crazy. I just want to hear her talk. They're excited.
Instagram. I have been on social media for
This
almost...
joke ain't took notes all year, but now you want to take it.
This guy has a whole notebook out. That's hilarious.
And that's how the game starts, with the phone.
Right.
They going on Instagram, and they see you. And what happens?
Instagram.
They try to get off in them DMs. And kind of take us on the journey of how this is played out.
I mean, honey, like, I feel like my DMs, it's like a Nike store. There's nothing but checks. So it just, for me, I feel like
Hold on. They missed that game.
Damn.
Nothing but blue checks.
They missed that game right there. She says like a Nike store.
It's like a Nike store. There's nothing but blue
Love the
checks.
motivational
So
music,
honestly,
right?
when you reach a certain status, you can have the pick of the litter. So for me,
She don't mean checks.
Instagram.
Blue checks.
I'm talking heavy
Verified.
hitters. Some of y'all's favorite rappers, NBA players, football players. It's like, to me, once you reach that level just of popularity, the world is your oyster. You can do whatever you want. And for me, my whole journey on here, I felt like my life almost felt like I was in Disney World, like I lived in Disney World. Like, you get to skip the line, you get privilege. Like, people just want to be next to you. They don't even see you as human anymore. And you can either, use it to your advantage and maybe abuse it, or you can, try to make something happen. So a lot of guys who are in my DM, you're in my DM because I'm Brittany Renner. So naturally, if you play a sport, it's kind of like, well, that's an incentive to talk to you. A lot of times, women, men in general, everybody wants something.
Thank you.
Everybody wants something. So it's like, even if we both have our own thing going on, me still being with you is a good look because you boost my stock.
What are you talking about? Like, I don't know. Like, the point seems like it's all over the place. And I thought she was going to caution them of.
Yeah. The music got me too. It sounded like very much like a sports movie. The pep talk, about to play the biggest game of our lives here, gentlemen.
That she started talking about collabing. Yeah. Basically, if you're like, yo, we can boost our following. If
we both collab, like, okay, so you're in this lane, I'm in this lane. Like, let's just, so it's a business arrangement is what she's talking about.
Yeah. She just, I don't know.
It's a business arrangement. Well, I really thought she was going to educate the guys to say, hey, just be careful. Secure your bag first before you get, trapped.
Well, at least I have you to tell them that.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna start managing these kids.
I mean, I can see it. Call it Pastor Govey's something. I don't know.
We gonna work on this.
Yeah,
working
title. Already said too much. Anyways, last thing I want to talk about here that I'm super excited about talking about because I just got my tickets.
Hey, let's go.
Earlier this week. I'm going to see so I got my Spider-Man tickets and it's going to be on the Monday. So phone will be off all weekend.
You have to. There's going to be spoilers everywhere.
Because we know what we're about to see. I just don't need to see it. I don't need to hear people talk about it. I just need to experience it my damn self.
Yep. I'm going on the Saturday. Bought those tickets. Got them. IMAX. Are we doing IMAX? No. We tried IMAX. We're not doing IMAX. We're doing regular. But either way, I can't wait.
Well, I'm doing it's a Monday matinee. Ooh, I finished work at 5 Eastern, but that's 2. So I'm going for 2:30 or something like that. So
that's perfect.
It's going to be an empty theater.
Yep. We're doing a Saturday matinee. Might do a little brunch before or after, But bro, people were selling these tickets. Like, explain this to me. How are you reselling movie tickets for like thousands of dollars?
They're doing that? Like thousands?
Yeah. But I'm like, the movie's out. Like, I don't understand.
You know what it is?
The concept.
It's the experience of 11/11, babe. It's the experience of like being able to experience it first. Like that you can never get. Like that's once it happens, it happens. So the price goes up to be one of those people.
Right.
And I'm going to mimic being one of those people by turning my shit off all weekend and to make my tickets as valuable. But like watching that movie the following week is not going to be the same as watching it that weekend, because you're going to have to be dodging. You're going to have to be,
that's fair.
Somebody's going to tell you something. You're going to be like, yo, that part where Toby comes out. Oh man. I can't believe they killed Andrew Garfield. Like,
yo, you can't even be on social media, bro. You can't even turn on your phone, bro. You're just going to see alerts.
I will absolutely not be on Twitter.
No, Instagram, you got to mute. Can you mute channels on Instagram?
I follow all the nerdy
Marvel
blogs, and I can't just, I feel like it knows the algorithms now and the way Instagram works. Yep. I'm seeing shit that I don't follow show up on my feed now.
Yep.
So I know I'm going to scroll and see some shit that I don't need to. So
yeah. But
it'll be blackout mode.
Okay, LeBron.
Zero dark.
It's playoff time.
Yeah, it'll be Zero Dark 3 for me.
No, but this is going to be a movement, man. Like, I don't think people have been this hyped for a Marvel film since Endgame. Like, safe to say, right?
I remember when this concept of a movie, like the plot was conceptual, or like somebody might have seen a script or just heard from Marvel that this is the direction they were going. And I remember that like a while ago them teasing that they would be like, what if we had all 3 Spider-Mans in a multiverse movie? And I was like, that would be crazy. But, you know, you don't put too much stock in it. And we're here. We have all the villains. We just haven't seen the Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's the Spider-Man. Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. And honestly, leading up to, so I've been watching Hawkeye. I don't know if you've been watching.
I'm 2 episodes behind, but I already know that like they're spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. Don't worry, I'm not gonna say none. Are you gonna say something?
No, I'm gonna say something because I feel like they've already kind of spoiled that the Kingpin's in the universe.
There's evidence that he exists.
Not to mention a tweet that he put out himself, Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm like, oh, this guy's here.
There you go. So that's it. All these things you can't go online, but I say all that to say, like, leading up to this, watching the rollout happen, I see the vision. And Kevin Feige, I trust. I see the vision. I was a little skeptical. You know, I was like, Hawkeye, I don't really want to watch this. I don't care about Jeremy Renner. He's a weird, I don't know. He's the least likable Avenger. Hawkeye.
It's almost like he doesn't even want to be likable.
Right. But the show was good. It's leading to something, and I'm excited again.
Oh, hold on. Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Malik just took a picture of Magic Johnson, and he said, Magic said hello to the family.
What?
What
the hell? Where's this guy? Was that Venice Beach?
Yeah, he left this morning. He's like, I'm like, where are you going? Venice? He's like, yep. So Magic Johnson giveaway, something.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
And I didn't even say it because I figured, I'm like, I know you're going to meet Magic Johnson today. So whatever.
Damn. Okay.
I'm jealous, but whatever.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, deep down your hurt. I'm like, damn, that's a Laker legend. That's a basketball legend.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's okay.
Anyways.
We got Jamal McGloria. We're good.
Don't shout out to Big Cat.
Shout out to Big Cat. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good.
But yeah, I think that we have never been this excited for a Marvel movie since Endgame.
Yeah.
And Endgame was like, well, it was we were building to that point for
a
decade, so understandably so. But like, this is just next level shit.
This is next level. And they were already saying that Andrew Garfield. Wow. Tom Holland is signed on for like 3 more Spider-Man.
So I'm like, do some college shit.
Ooh, I'm down.
College trilogy.
That's gonna be reckless.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. But yeah, and then on top of that, so here's a my hypothetical.
Okay.
I want to close this out on.
What you got?
And this is another post. I'd be finding stuff on all my nerdy pages. It's like, what if they play what if better
the
than
what if game?
plays.
Yeah, trust.
So it says, make a Logan style Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. Don't tie it in with any cinematic universe whatsoever. Just do a rough, beautiful, emotional tale about an older Spidey. Have Sam Raimi direct it, give him full control, and watch the box office explode. How do we feel about that?
So we talking as gritty and as dark as Logan was with Spider-Man.
Yeah, so this is like an older, like, I lost MJ.
Aunt May's
dead. Some of his villains are probably gone. And I don't know what the big, I don't know what would be left, but yeah.
Kingpin is somehow still around. Who? It can't be Tobey Maguire though.
You don't think it would be Tobey?
I don't think
he's the OG Spider-Man.
I know, but
you just wouldn't want to see Tobey act.
No, exactly. I'm good.
You're like, I'd rather just wait 10 years for Tom Holland to do
it. Right? Can we just like, I was gonna say de-age him. Can we actually make him older? Give him those special effects, make him look a little bit older. But Tobey Maguire, nah.
Wow.
Not down. I know you're amped for this. Like, you'd want to see that.
So you'd rather, like, who would you rather see, like, officially? Like, would you rather actually just wait, or?
Yeah, no. To me, my Spider-Man, I've adopted Tom Holland. That's my Spider-Man. I know we grew up with Tobey, but Tom Holland's my guy.
I'm open to this being Tobey just because, like, I've seen, like, just seeing how the Joker works, where it's not connected to anything, but it stood alone. It did its thing. It served its purpose. And we all enjoyed it. And it didn't, even though it wasn't tied into anything else, it didn't take away from the story and actually that experience. So, especially if we're coming back 20 some odd years later since you've worn the suit, that would be crazy. The only other type of movie like this that I would like to see would be like a Batman one with what's his name?
Ben Affleck?
No. Michael Keaton.
Like a one where he passes on the torch. I mean, we might get that.
Well, he's going to be in the Flash, great, but I would like to see him have his own.
In his own.
Yeah.
Damn. So no George Clooney.
No. That guy, he played it like it was a Saturday Night Live parody. Now that I look back on it.
And the thing that sucks, that's the first Batman I remember watching. So as a kid,
I rinsed that.
I loved it. I thought it was amazing. And then you grow up and you're like, damn. They called him Nipple Batman and damn, it was not good. But you know what would be? I hate that they killed him off, but imagine if they brought back, or not brought back, but you take a Tony Stark. You take
I'm still waiting for Tony Stark to come back at some point. I still think he's going to sign a contract for a movie or something like that, where he might just have, he might not wear a suit or nothing, but in some capacity, Robert Downey Jr. might show up in the universe at some point. I feel it's not far-fetched. It is not far-fetched at all. I just need a big enough bag and a great enough reason. Does he come back for when Kang the Conqueror is doing
that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
We're dealing with time travel and shit. Come on.
It's Tony from a different universe, from a different multiverse, right?
That's exactly.
That's it. That's all you got to do now. Everyone's from a different.
You can always justify I'm coming back. Yeah. They've expanded things so that they can basically make anything happen, and Black Widow can live on.
Hey, KG said it best, man. Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Anything is possible in the MCU, and they'll find a way and show you the continuity leading up to it. You're like, damn, they've been planning this for 20 years.
Right. Meanwhile, they just thought of it yesterday.
Exactly. They're really good.
The world general speaking.
Yes. Patrick Dennis Jr. on everything. Appreciate y'all for rocking with us.
Of course. And
shop like Shaq. You waste you.
I guess now we're potting next week.
We are. And of course, we got to give a special shout out to Toby and DJ.
Yes. Shout out to Toby, DJ, Malik, and Magic.
Let's go.